Hi, my name's Corey.
Hi, my name is Alana Kemmer.
Hi, my name is Victor Munoz.
Hi, my name is Barbara.
Hi, my name's Carrie Becker.
Hi, my name's Melanie.
My name is Eric Green.
Hi, my name is April Stewart.
Hi, my name is Logan Stewart.
Hi, my name is Crystal.
Hi, my name is Dan.
Hi, my name is Jill Parks, and my story, of course, started many years ago. I had somewhat of a nervous breakdown and was taken to a hospital. From the hospital, I was discharged and was out on the street. I was stuck and lost and wandered and homeless.
My husband and my daughter and I were homeless. We had nowhere to go, no food to eat. Because of drugs, mainly, we became this way. We put that first before everything else.
It was really hard raising my daughter. She was young, and having an addiction to drugs made things really difficult because I wanted to be with her, and I was watching her growing up, but it was from afar.
Hated life, hated myself most of all. And turned that anger, alienated my wife, scared my son, and my wife eventually left. So at that point, I got extremely depressed when she took my son and just stopped caring.
I lost my mother that had suffered from multiple sclerosis for 40 years. I lost a job that I had had for 23 years, and my marriage of 10 years dissolved. Just a lot of failure and loss, it felt like, at one time in my life, condensed into a very short period of time.
It was just a never-ending cycle. I was committing crimes just to pay for motel rooms. It was just an everyday grind to support my habit and to keep a roof over my family's head. And it was tough for me because I didn't want it to be like that. I didn't want them to have to. I've always wanted us to have, a somewhat normal life.
I was worried if my kids would get taken. I was worried if my husband would get taken or die, for that matter. So it was just a constant stress. And we were in motels, so it was even more scarier because he was always going out to commit crimes. So we can have somewhere to live.
Emotionally, I was at the very bottom. I just had to bury my feelings completely, and I just drowned them in alcohol. And that was the lowest part of my life right then, where I did not care at all.
During my time being homeless, it was the worst feeling ever. I was in complete darkness, and the fear and the anxiety I felt those 2 months where my kids weren't with me and I was homeless, that's not where I want my life going.
My life was unmanageable, and I'd always turn to drugs, alcohol, or crime, or anything to try and survive. I had no direction, struggling just to feed the family and then to eat, and then desperation for something better.
We were homeless with our children and at an all-time low, and it was mainly because of our drug addiction. And we had nowhere to go. We were living in a rundown motorhome, and my husband ended up going to jail. And I was terrified. I was angry at him. I was angry with myself, mostly. But I knew that we had to do something to get our children and ourselves out of that situation. I knew that I didn't want to go back to that life.
And I was a Navy CB, construction battalion, and I was in for 4 years. Trying to adapt from military to civilian life, it was rough. I mean, when you're in the military, everything is provided for you. And I found myself struggling. I lost my apartment, and I moved my stuff into storage, and I ended up staying in this little 5-byte storage. And then I just had to throw everything away. I had no money left, and so I threw all my belongings away, and I found myself living on the cement, living on the street itself.
I felt horrible. I never pictured myself being one of those people that you see that's dysfunctional or broken or not seeing each other. I always pictured my family as a single unit working together, and we didn't have that at all.
Well, it finally got to the point where we didn't have any more family members to stay with. We burned every spot that we were getting food from for free. We were about to lose our daughter, and we needed help.
Started living in my car, would stay in parks. Still all the while I was just angry and miserable and missing my son and missing my wife. And through all the pain and all the depression, I tried taking my life quite a few times. Because I thought it was an easy way out.
Having to face going out and living on the streets, not knowing where I was going to lay my head at night, sleeping, next to an Albertsons, and the illegal activities that were going on around me just put fear in me that it's something I knew that I couldn't survive it.
I put everything in my car. I drove down the street somewhere in Orange County and saw a motel and just pulled in it. And prior to stopping at the motel, I stopped at the liquor store, got a few bottles of vodka, went in the motel room and proceeded to just drink. I don't think I consciously thought I was drinking myself to death, but that's what I was doing.
The fear and the anxiety I felt those 2 months where my kids weren't with me and I was homeless, it was beyond anything I can ever feel. It was rock bottom for me. The magnitude of how important family is. I had nobody, I had nothing.
Just chaos, no control, no structure at all, a lot of fear of the future. It really makes you feel less than a person when your son looks at you and you can't even tell him where you're going to stay.
This nice older lady took us under her wing and was calling everywhere for us, trying to help us find a place where they would accept us as a family as a whole. We thought we had exhausted all of our resources until she came across the Village of Hope. And we entered the gates and it was amazing. We entered as a whole family. We had got my daughter back and it was amazing just to be with with both of them.
It was just a huge feeling of relief for my wife and I and my daughter to finally have somewhere where we could go and we could all be safe and stay together and have our own bed to sleep in for the first time in a couple years. Just the structure of the program and having the shelter and being together just provided a good place for my family and I to grow together and just to be able to regain trust in each other.
Orange County Rescue Mission has been a safe haven to me. It's been a place where I was able to transform from a scared, depressed, lost woman to a woman of God. And without the help of the Orange County Rescue Mission, I don't believe I would have found my way.
And I never believed in miracles and never believed in anything but good would come out of anything. Me coming to the rescue mission is possibly the best thing I've ever done in my life because I have absolutely nothing. But I have happiness. And I couldn't say that a year ago.
For us to be able to be here and to have that support, and each one of us has been through something different in our lives. It doesn't matter what it is. But this place gives us that hope, and it gives us the opportunity to connect with people and help us grow in our lives, not just in our personal lives, but in our Christian lives.
I'm really thankful that my kids know me and know who I am, because the path I was going down, they wouldn't. And we have a really close family. My kids love me, and it feels really good to know that I'm doing what God called me to do and support them and love them and to spend that bonding time with them.
Everything's so much different. Our family is whole again because it was kind of scattered there for a little while. We're super excited to start a new chapter in our life, and life can only get better from here.
I remember coming in, walking around the grounds, meeting staff, and being shown this garden. It was a parallel for my own life at that time, almost like planting a seed, nurturing the young plant. It's just an amazing allegory to how my life was turning around and has turned around here at the mission.
It was the most amazing day of my life. It was Hope Drive. I told my sister, this is where I'm going. And as soon as I came through the gates, me and my kids were so amazed. It was a whole world in a little community with a doctor and a dentist and a lawyer. And me and my kids were just ecstatic. We were happy. Every corner we turned, we were just amazed and grateful. They've been through so much with me, and they're such survivors, and they're so strong. And I'm just so blessed to be here.
They don't just put a Band-Aid on a problem. You fix the problem. Every little piece of part of problems in your life, every dynamic in your life that makes you what you are, what you were before coming here, is fixed before you even think about leaving here.
Just feeling safe and knowing that we were going to be okay, and to learn how to better be not just a good parent but a spiritual parent. And I'm just excited for our future.
Now it's awesome, and my faith and my hope is growing day by day. It's still growing, and there's so much support, and this faith-based program it saved my life.
Working in the Success Center really helped me see my full potential, that I can accomplish anything. Now I'm a project manager at Cornerstone Payment Systems in Tustin. I would have never been able to obtain that job without having developed the skills that I've learned while working in the Success Center.
Right now, I'm a maintenance technician at Baxter Healthcare.
I work for Ally Financial. It's in Aliso Viejo. I have the pleasure of doing accounts payable.
Right now, I'm currently going to a truck driving school called CRST International. I'm in the process of getting my Class A license.
Right now, I'm excited for my future. I work for a company now in Irvine called Veritax. I'm looking forward to living my life again independently and being successful out there.
I was lucky enough to get a job with a mass grading company.
I work at Albertsons. I've been working there since August 8th of 2016.
I was able to find a really good job in the field that I'm used to, the landscape field, and I'm working every day very hard, but it's just a wonderful position that I didn't think I would ever be able to attain again.
I am the recruiting coordinator for Durham School Services. I really enjoy my job. I love recruiting. I love going to job fairs and finding people jobs.
I work at the Aries Hotels maintenance. It's been a great job with a lot of room for advancement, and they work with me through my school.
I work for AAA. I am in membership services right now, and I'm actually going to go into training for insurances.
I've been offered a job in Texas, and I'm gonna work under a Christian boss, and what a blessing. That all happened here at the Village of Hope.
I just want to say thank you to Jim Palmer and the donors and everybody else who has made this place such a wonderful place for everyone who comes through these doors. It is just such an amazing ground to build such a strong foundation, and not just any kind of foundation, but a foundation built with Christ.
I'd like to thank the donors. I'd like to thank the volunteers. Without them, the Orange County Rescue Mission and the Corona Norco Mission, it wouldn't be possible to have such an amazing facility for people that need help, need guidance, need love.
I'd like to thank all the staff and all the case managers for all their patience with me and all the love that they showed me. There's nothing I can do or say that I could thank you for. There's no words that could actually express the thanks that I have in my heart for everybody here.